Hey guys, Avatar here. Welcome back. Today we're going to do a first look on a classic game that's been finally brought to Steam called Ikaruga for $9.99. It's not a bad price point. It's an indie arcade vertical shoot 'em up. It's a pretty nice little game here by a publisher developer called Treasure. So let's take a look real quick at the audio, or I should say the options menu. It is a very dated game, so the options kind of do show that. The graphics are okay, but it's dated. It's very dated. You know, it's originally an arcade game, so you don't really have much here at all. But you know, we can forgive it for that because I mean it's a basic shoot 'em up. There's really just not much here. I mean, you can change the HUD size, the HUD layout a little bit, but not really that much to offer. The auto is what you can think of. It's got your normal master music and effects volume there. The game options lets you kind of put continue offer on. If you do that, there's this whole replay system this game allows where you can upload your replay after you play and take part in the high scores menu. So if you mess with any of these options, it kind of cuts that off though. So like if you put continue on, then obviously it says replays cannot be saved. Okay, fair enough, whatever. So pretty cool. It gives you the option though if you want to kind of just get further in the game, because this game, at least for me, is very challenging. It's hard. I'm not really good at shoot 'em up, so we'll talk about, a little bit more about that in a minute here. But also these controls, it has mouse and keyboard as well as gamepad and controller supports, which is pretty cool. Pretty simple stuff. You just have fire, polarity, release power. Polarity is actually a cool feature in this game that we'll talk about also in a minute. Again, with mouse and keyboard. There are two-player support, so you can both kind of, if you want to do it on the same keyboard, you can do it, which is pretty cool. Or obviously, if you had two controllers, that would be the best option. So we're going to go ahead and stay with the one-player menu here. You have a couple different options. You have arcade mode, prototype mode, and chapter select. Obviously, chapter select lets you choose which level. Prototype mode it limits the amount of shots you get, which is interesting. So let's talk about the kind of biggest feature of this game, which is what they call polarity. So you're able to switch between two different polarities, white and black, and depending on which enemy you do, if you attack them with the opposite polarity, it does extra damage, or you can also absorb the same polarity ammo, which is kind of cool. So if you do prototype mode, the ammo you absorb will actually give you more bullets, otherwise you'll run out. In arcade mode, absorbing ammo basically lets you kind of get powered up, and once you get powered up, you can do kind of like a special missile, homing missile attack, depending on how powered up you are. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Let me kind of explain this because it threw me for a loop when I first. It says enemies do not return fire, enemies with the same polarity return fire, enemies always return fire. Doesn't mean that enemies won't shoot at you. Basically what happens is when you blow up an enemy ship, it will basically kind of have, I guess, a death rattle, if you will, and it will release a bunch of bullets that come after you. So if you do easy, they don't do that. However, they'll eventually still actually shoot at you. It's just an added feature that would give them basically can kill you easily. However, some of the high-end players that play this game that have the highest scores, I think they use that to their advantage because, again, the more ammo you collect, the faster you get charged up, the more damage you can do. So let's just do normal, just to kind of show this. You'll see how badly I suck. You can see the graphics are a little dated. It's still a good game. Still looks nice. It runs perfectly flawlessly. So, I mean, you would hope it would. So basic stuff. As you can see right now I'm white, so these guys are black, so I'm going to go with black. As I absorb their bullets here, I will get more on the bottom left. You see that 3 icon. I will get more. Yes, I suck, especially trying to commentate. So as that meter goes up, it can go up to 12, and once you get to 12, you can actually unleash. You can unleash it really at any point. So let's see if I can get some here. Damn it. Bloody hell. Okay, so you see, you at least saw one missile there. So I found out there's kind of like two ways to play this. Yes, game over. I feel like there's two ways to play this. There's the passive kind of way where that's a horrible score, but I suck at this game once again. There's the passive way to play it where you kind of use the polarity to your advantage and you basically just say, screw it, I'm gonna always stay in the polarity that I'm facing in order to basically have reduced damage and not die all the time. And then there's the other train of thought where you can be super aggressive, because again, since I'm in opposite polarity, I'm doing twice the amount of damage, so everything dies much quicker. But with that being said, I'm not gaining any of those special abilities. So it's really kind of up to you and how you play. At the end of this video, since I suck so much, I don't like, I like to show a little bit more skill in this. What I'll do is I'll let you really kind of start to hear the music in this game, because even though it's old, it's still nice, it's still refreshing to hear. It doesn't get boring, the game doesn't feel repetitive unless you suck as bad as I do. It's challenging. I like the whole idea that you can actually have replays, and if you do well, you can upload them to show anybody else. So what I actually did before I started recording is I actually uploaded one of the top player replays, and I'll at the end of this I'll go ahead and let you guys see that without me talking in the background. Whoa, looks like I have a glitch there. So then you guys can kind of see what it looks like from a pro Ikaruga player's mind frame. Because I just suck horribly in this game. Let's go one more time, and then we'll call it a day here. Yes, upload that horrible, horrible replay. It is amazing how you can just be so good at one game and then just completely suck in another. Prototype mode is really cool, but again, I pretty much just spam fire, so having it be limited amount of shots does not work very well for me. As you can see, this is a very Japanese game, which is cool. It's all really easy until they start firing back, isn't it? I think $10 for a price point is actually pretty reasonable in this game. I can definitely see myself playing this game quite a bit, and what's like a lot of games that we've been kind of seeing lately, it's important, I think, to have the types of games out there where you can kind of just pick up and play for a few minutes, and you don't have to devote 16 hours a day to it. Kind of just pick it up, play a game or two, and then be good to go with it. Yeah, I still have no idea what's a good strategy personally for Jesus Christ. Oof. I just try to survive. Yeah, as you'll see, once I die again here, I don't want to call them pro players, but that's basically they are. The guys on the top of the leaderboard, man, they really are able to get every freaking point worth here. Take advantage of everything. Oof. Uh-oh, warning. No refuge. Here we go. It's kind of cool how you can play 2 players as well, though. It's fun. I wouldn't recommend doing it on the keyboard, though. It's kind of awkward, like as you can imagine, but definitely if you have game pads or controllers, it's pretty cool. There's those missiles. Come on, come on. There we go. What else you got here for me? Come on, Poppy. Whoa. And game over. Well, there you go. So Ikaruga, guys, if you definitely like shoot 'em ups, it's pretty cool. I love the polarity option. It really kind of is able to set itself apart from a lot of the other games by doing that. So definitely, I think you should check it out. Again, $9.99 on Steam, pretty cool. Ikaruga, and with that, let me go ahead and get you over to a legitimate replay here. I'll also turn the music up for you so you guys can actually enjoy it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.